Hey you guys, what's going on? My name is Killermcknight and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Meshuggah. Now, Meshuggah fans, I know it's been a long time coming for me. This is a band that I've always been like intimidated to watch or to listen to, if that makes any sense at all to anybody. It's weird to me because I had a best friend growing up that loved Dream Theater, Meshuggah, Misery Signals. Now that I'm older, and we're talking like this is when I was in my teens, now that I'm older, I've been checking out those bands. Like Arch Enemy is one of those bands that I was like intimidated to listen to. Do you guys remember Bury Your Dead? That band was so good. I wanted to, one of you guys recommended to check out because I'm a drummer. And if you guys are new here, I do talk about drums a lot and I do mention that all the time. So someone said, hey, check out, Tomas. I don't want to butcher his last name. Haake? Hawk? Thomas? Hank? Tomas or Thomas? I think it's Thomas. But check out his drum cover. And I was like, okay, or jump playthrough. I was like, all right. I know that, just based off like the thumbnails and stuff and the music, the kind of music that they're playing, I know that it's going to be intense and insane. So this is a drum review and my first time ever listening to Meshuggah review. So it's kind of 2-in-1. I know that they just dropped a new music video, so a lot of people were hyped about that and were like telling me to check that out, but I didn't want to just jump right in, if that makes any sense. So guys, let's head on over and let's talk about it. Let's do it. I'm excited. I'm excited for this one because I haven't done like a drum cover before, and I know like Slaughter to Prevail has one. But I think Meshuggah's right. It feels right. So let's go. Okay.
Ray? Are you fucking ready?
Maybe. Oh, that's sick. Oh, this is perfect. Wait. Yeah. Okay, so real quick. Is that a ride cymbal right there? That he's using as a crash? So ride cymbals usually resonate when you hit them like crashes. Because what a ride cymbal is, have you ever heard of a band doing a blast beat and you hear that? Usually they're hitting that or they're hitting the bell to make kind of like a cowbell sound. But when you hit it as a crash, wow, there's a lot going on. When you hit it as a crash, it makes like it's got a high range. So it resonates a lot. So I'm noticing here too, it looks like he's got a 15-inch and an 18-inch stacker here. And that's two cymbals being placed on top of each other. And what it does is it dampens the sound and it makes it really fucking trashy. Like it's really sick. I'm noticing two hi-hats. This is probably his primary hi-hat that maybe like mid. He's also got one right here. So this one's open. And a lot of times bands will hit that open hi-hat as like kind of like a splash or another crash cymbal. It makes a sick sound. It's really cool. He's got some China cymbals here, which this one looks like, oh, there's one down here too. Oh, that's a big boy. So China cymbals, when you hear a breakdown happening, like a really slow breakdown, you'll hear boom, boom, boom. Usually they're hitting the crashes or the Chinas. He's got 3 hi-hats I'm seeing. So this one's open. This one's probably really tight. Yeah, this one's a tight one for sure. And then he's got his crashes up here and the ride. Frick, that's sick. I love it so far. He's got like a floor tom here too that he's using as like a regular tom. Yeah. That's awesome. All right, let's go. He's got his seat, he's got a back to it. He's a fucking machine. You see what I mean by hitting the other hi-hat the way he is? It's because when you have double bass, like that, it's a you can't clearly do the hi-hats the way that they're meant to. So like he's just hitting it like it's normal. He would be over here, but he must be comfortable doing it, with his right hand on the right side rather than doing this motion. So that's very interesting. I kind of like that. And also I've noticed that he had a composite the holes in the other hi-hat. That's kind of sick. So whenever you hit your foot on the hi-hat and close it, that's going to make like a really like a that's really what that's for. And Korn did a song where that was very prevalent. But anyways, let's go. Now I'm gonna enjoy the song. What kind of drum set is that though? I can't tell. Maybe the oh, that's sick. Yeah, listen to that thing. I love how like he's keeping tempo and he is just like a fucking machine. It doesn't even look like he's phased. Like he is just in his comfort zone. He is going at it. I still can't tell the drum set. So just based off of the style of the bass drum and the tom, I want to say Mapex or cuz they have these rounded, you know, bass clamps right here or just to keep the drums together, but it also could be like a Tama. I could be completely wrong and they could be sonars for all I know, but because I used to have a Mapex set. This is the way their Birch one was. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I'm not going to like play too much into that, but man, he is a freaking animal because he is just going effortlessly and he's keeping his, because a lot of times drummers, especially when they're playing live, will just want to put that energy into it, especially when they have the adrenaline going. And sometimes they'll get off tempo because they're like really jamming and getting into it. Not this guy. He is a freaking machine and I love it. So and I love the way that sounds. Frick. There it is. So that hi-hat. So you see how he was hitting the other hi-hat normally? It's ingenious actually, the way that he's using his hi-hats with his right arm like that. It's kind of weird. It's based off the way you want to play your drums, right? When I used to play drums, I used to hit that same hi-hat half open with this hand, and I would just go down with it. He's hitting it over here on the side, the same with the other hi-hat. And you see how this one's shut closed. He tightened it and made it so that they're compacted just so it can make that sound. The other one where it's open makes, the traditional hi-hat sound that you guys, usually you'll play that in verses or in heavier parts. You'll hear like the crashes up top for more things that need more ambience and things that are more like a chorus or like a heavier part. I freaking love it. It's awesome. He's not really riding any bells though. That's why I think it's so weird that his ride symbol is up top like that. Usually you have it down low by your floor tom so you could quickly hit it, but this so far it's sick. Get it. Yeah, that crash over there is making a very quick. It's very quick. Oh yeah, get that frickin' China in there. Oh man, and listen to the guitars. Fuck, that's heavy. Wow, that actually sounded sick. That little drum fill with the floor tom like that. He's using it as a secondary one, which is it's deeper. Unless it's like an 18-inch. I don't know why this part gives me like really Fear Factory vibes. want to play his drum set so bad. Damn. Look at Fortnite on there. The fuck? You guys. That was Meshuggah Bleed. Thomas's drum set is sick. The way Thomas's plays sick. I saw his earpieces. They could be just monitors, but I think for sure he's listening to a metronome or a click track just to keep his tempo. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll mix in a little bit of a guitar, just so he can kind of listen to the guitars as well. Because you know you got to think about it. All of the guitar cabinets are facing away from him, and in an arena like that on stage, the audience can hear this big, and it is loud, but they'll hear it where the drummer is gonna hear like just weird resonation or weird sounds. Like it's not gonna be, you know, as prevalent. So that's why they would probably use that. He seems like one of those guys that's listening to a click track though, for sure. Um the band itself. Now let's talk about the song Bleed. I got very Fear Factory and Hate Breed vibes. Like I was never sure about Meshuggah's style and sound. I wasn't sure if they were more like My Bitter End, if you guys have ever heard of them, like very technical, or I knew they were heavy. This is kind of like a slower heavy. That's why it kind of reminds me of Hatebreed, where it's just more full and very heavy. They're not trying to use blast beats or anything like that to make it like a death metal band. I'm sure they have other songs that do, but this Bleed song in particular was very raw and very heavy, very full of like that dark, melodic, you know, heavy undertones. And like I get it. That's a style and they're killing it. I don't know. I think there were some parts of it that were just drawn out a little bit too long, but that's really a preference thing. I think it's fine ultimately. Um the screamer with his highs was really good, but I really can't get over the guitars. They were just so freaking heavy, and I loved it. And like I said, it gave me very strong Hatebreed and Fear Factory vibes, like old Fear Factory too. I'm not talking about their like industrial metal type shit that they were doing. Um, this is good. I really enjoyed Meshuggah. I was thinking they were gonna be like sweeping band, like very different style, like almost like Born of Osiris. I was kind of thinking they were that way, and like I'm shocked that they weren't. I'm shocked actually. I'm genuinely shocked. But in any case, that was my first time ever hearing Meshuggah. Cool. It was awesome. Thank you guys so much for the recommendations. I know you wanted me to check out their new song, but like I didn't want to just like dive into their latest and greatest. I kind of wanted to go back and listen to it because that would have sucked. Like if I listened to their new song and hated it, I would never ever go back to Meshuggah again. That's just the way I am. So I appreciate that I liked Bleed, and now I can give that new song a chance and give it a listen. And hopefully it'll kind of give me a different, like a distinguish in their music styles as well. But anyways, you guys, that's it. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.